If it seems Jeff Bridges leads a charmed life,
I think as a creative people, I think as artists, our task is to get hooked. I love getting hooked when I do.
Hollywood icon Jeff Bridges has lived a life most others can only dream of, and it's easy to dismiss him as such. Subtly, nevertheless, is a family drama that rivals the intensity of his best performances. The Bridges family has overcome obstacles that would have broken most people, yet they have forged stronger relationships through it all. If you stick around, you'll learn about the less publicized part of Jeff Bridges' life. Almost everyone associates Jeff Bridges with Hollywood. His ability to give his characters nuance, comedy, and resilience has earned him an unwavering reputation for years. On the other hand, how many are familiar with the guy behind these characters? An other, less publicized aspect of his life is just as intriguing and profound as any screenplay ever written by a Hollywood studio. Even if his acting profession is the main topic of conversation among fans, his life off-screen says a lot. What then about Jeff Bridges' family do you not know? Keep watching, because this is far bigger than what you see in the news. There is an especially tight-knit family dynamic among the Bridges in Hollywood. In a field where relationships are often the center of attention, subjected to intense examination, this is almost unprecedented. On the other hand, Jeff's family is unique in that they have chosen to keep their most private struggles and cherished memories out of the public eye. Therefore, why isn't this intimacy covered by the media? Simply said, the Bridges family is steadfast in its devotion to a concept that has been passed down from generation to generation. A philosophy based on the absolute need of prioritizing one another. Is this really the point at which they're so near? You know, Jeff came from an illustrious family. Lloyd Bridges, his father, was a famous Hollywood actor who played memorable parts in many great films and TV shows. Even while Jeff and his brothers were never really engrossed in the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown, it was always there. Instilling in their children the importance of family above all else, Lloyd and Dorothy Bridges taught them that success in Hollywood is fleeting and that true happiness comes from inside. But here's the catch. Jeff took like his father in more ways than one. He inherited his acting chops and devotion to family. In addition to being a father figure, Lloyd Bridges served as an example of honesty and commitment, and was a trusted friend and mentor. How many famous people from Hollywood can honestly claim that their parents taught them that? In his own family and in the upbringing of his children, Jeff internalized those teachings and passed them on, leaving a legacy that is still going strong today. What, therefore, sets the Bridges family apart from all the others? Let's pull back the curtain a little more. The fact that he wed Susan Geston is another example. Despite the fact that celebrity marriages are often doomed, Jeff and Susan's union endured for almost 40 years. Why was their relationship able to endure for so long? Jeff believes that life is about making memories and enjoying the simple things, rather than letting work get in the way of spending time with his loved ones. This is a guy that lives by the principles of family values he preaches. That being said, Jeff Bridges and his family have certainly had their fair share of unexpected challenges in life. Their family has been through more than its fair share of hardships, times that would have shattered any other family. The family had to finally pull together for the first time after the diagnosis of lymphoma, which was more than simply a health issue. What, therefore, were the takeaways from this trial? Something profound. Their bond became deeper in the face of more hardship. The Bridges family is there for one another through thick and thin, not only in the good times and the bad. However, the public only sees the public side of Jeff, the actor, the dude from The Big Lebowski and the Hollywood icon, and not anything that they have been through. Not many people are aware of his profound love for his family or the courage it takes to be a famous parent and devoted family man. The Bridges family couldn't be happier about it. Is it possible, however, that not even the most ardent Jeff Bridges admirers have uncovered the whole story? The solution is found in the love, togetherness, and resilience that characterizes them. A family that does more than survive, they flourish. Prepare to witness a side of Jeff Bridges that the majority of people will never see as we go deeper. Hidden behind the glitter of Hollywood is a guy whose true home has always been with his family, a man who understands that the true measure of success is not in the plaudits and prizes he has received, but in the lives he has changed and the connections he has built. Perhaps Jeff Bridges' most lasting contribution was in that regard. Although Jeff Bridges is famous for his Hollywood blockbusters, his devotion to his family is often underappreciated. Beyond the glitz and glitter, beyond the cameras, there is a foundation of principles passed down through generations, values that most people wouldn't identify with a Hollywood family. That is not the case with the Bridges. The relationships that Jeff has with his loved ones are not just strong, but unbreakable. The question then becomes, how did these ties get their strength, and what is their true history? This may now start with Lloyd and Dorothy Bridges, who are Jeff's parents. Lloyd was a famous Hollywood actor in his own right, but he had an impact on Jeff that extended much beyond just showing him the ropes. Lloyd and Dorothy built their family on a foundation of unwavering devotion, mutual regard, and affection. The Bridges family, in contrast to many Hollywood families, remained loyal to one another and prioritized things that were more important than stardom. What, then, were the key differences between Lloyd and Dorothy? The key is an unusual combination of modesty, intimacy, and unwavering support, three qualities that are sorely lacking in the entertainment industry. Jeff and his siblings learned early on the value of spending time with family. This value persisted even as Jeff's career took off. His family is based on the belief that he learned more about being a decent person than an actor from his father, which he often expresses. This is more than just lip service. It is evident in the way Jeff and his wife Susan Gueston raised their children, who are now in their 40s. The fact that Jeff and Susan have managed to keep their marriage together through thick and thin is an inspiration to the world at large, when high-profile couples unions are all too common. Has this family overcome obstacles that may have driven a wedge between them, or is everything absolutely picture-perfect? Over the years, the Bridges family really experienced a wide range of highs and lows. They have endured everything together, from the public scrutiny of stardom to the intimacy of family disputes. They were able to lean on one another through each of these trials because they had formed bonds in the midst of adversity rather than prosperity. Jeff's tale is one of the most inspiring since he sacrificed so much for his loved ones, leaving critical jobs unfulfilled so he could be present for them. If an actor is so dedicated and clearly loves performing, why would they put family above career? For him, nothing matters more than his family. They are the rock around which he can build his life. The Bridges family has become famous for their unwavering support system, which acts as an unseen force that keeps them together. Showing there isn't enough. What really matters is being loyal to the principles that Jeff received from his parents and continuing to pass them on. Jeff's children have seen the meaning of this heritage firsthand. Love and devotion are paramount. Their unbreakable relationships, however, were about to be challenged by an unspeakable event, a health crisis that jeopardized everything they had worked so hard to create. Would they be transformed into something entirely new and unexplored, or would their foundation be able to withstand the storm? For the Bridges family as a whole, Jeff's lymphoma diagnosis was more than simply a personal struggle. Real, unfiltered, and potentially life-altering, this wasn't just another Hollywood part he could turn down. The family's resilience was put to the test in ways they could never have anticipated when he embarked on the painful treatment procedure. In the face of the unfathomable, what is one to do? It was tapping into the same ties that the Bridges family had laboriously formed. When Jeff announced his illness, nobody expected it. He was the kind of person who had never been one to sit on his hands, and now he was up against one of life's greatest obstacles. However, it was a mistake to assume that this would damage the family unit. Jeff relied on his wife Susan throughout his arduous medical treatments and many hospital visits. Just as his own parents instilled in him the importance of perseverance, so did their children. However, there is a twist to this narrative that goes beyond a loving family. Unexpectedly, the family was pulled closer together by Jeff's health crisis. But it was in the midst of these darkest hours that they discovered a bond that went beyond words. For Jeff and his family, this was the breaking point. It taught him that love isn't only about sharing happy moments, but also about being there for one another when bad times come. Realizing they were a stronger pair than they had ever imagined was more important than combating the sickness throughout Jeff's illness. Along the process, what latent abilities did they unearth? A memorable incident occurred when, while undergoing treatment, Jeff proclaimed to his family, "We're tougher than we think." This statement became a recurring mantra, serving as a constant reminder that they did more than just endure this with him. They tackled it head-on. They became even closer as Jeff's battle with cancer exposed hitherto untested depths of bravery and vulnerability. The family regained their thankfulness and understood the value of family time as Jeff's health began to recover. They were prepared to face whatever that came their way, united, since they knew anything might be thrown at them at any moment. Despite the tragedy, their health problem became a turning point in their family's narrative, one that showcased strength, affection, and renewed optimism. Knowing that they had survived the catastrophe unscathed and even stronger than before, Bridges continued to treasure every moment as they progressed into the future. Is there else on the way that might put strain on the relationship? Fans and acquaintances of the Bridges family were left speechless by a crazy occurrence that occurred just when everyone thought they had seen it all. They are well known for their close friendship and the fact that they are seldom in the news for scandalous behavior. Only those close to the Bridges family have heard of this surprising turn of events. Were they suddenly diverted from their typical course of action? If you believe you know this family, prepare to have your mind blown. It all began innocently enough. Jeff Bridges was enjoying a rare break from the normal chaos in Hollywood by spending the weekend with his family. What was supposed to be a regular family get-together ended up being an unexpected one because of that strange turn of events. Jeff, ever the practical joker, planned a surprise for his loved ones, a practical joke that they would all love. Things were about to go out of hand in the most surprising manner, and he had no clue. What could possibly go wrong with a practical joke like that? Stranger things have happened in real life. According to the plot, Jeff had set up a prank trap to lure his girlfriends into letting their guard down. Unexpectedly, the joke set in motion a chain reaction that brought the family closer together than anybody had anticipated. Jeff was about to commit the ultimate prank when the tables were turned on him. Well, the whole family got together for a revenge prank that left even the dude stunned. What started off as a lighthearted joke quickly turned into a hilarious and chaotic scenario that had the whole family in fits of laughter. The event wasn't meant to evoke a single humorous recollection. Rather, it was intended to delve into something profound about the Bridges family's bond. How much can we learn about the dynamics of this famous Hollywood family from a simple practical joke? Despite its unexpectedness, this dramatic episode served to highlight the unshakable closeness between the family. Amidst all the chaos and mirth, they realized they could rely on one another, even when they were completely confused. When times were tough, the Bridges family's secret glue, laughter, kept them together. How about this tale? This new chapter proves once again that their relationship is more real than anything a Hollywood producer could dream up. As a reminder that they are more than just a famous family, they are a family that appreciates one another's company. The Bridges family handled their family prank with absolute charm. Though it may have seemed little to people on the outside, the Bridges family saw it as a defining moment that demonstrated their unique relationship. Listening to this humorous moment now, people are reminded of the unique family's real love and joy. Aside from the jokes, what else has changed with Jeff's daughters that has people talking? They have steered his legacy in new and exciting ways, captivating fans and gaining their adoration at every step. The daughters of Jeff Bridges are well-known figures in the public eye, albeit not for the reasons that would be expected. Most fans would be amazed and encouraged by the manner these daughters are carrying on their father's name. They prove once and for all that the Bridges family spirit is more than just a passing fad by carving themselves successful careers apart from Daddy. What then have Jeff's daughters accomplished that has made headlines throughout the globe? One of their eldest daughters, Isabel, has followed in her father's footsteps by becoming an environmental activist. Isabel is taking environmental protection to a new level, motivated by Jeff's dedication to the cause. By devoting her life to raising awareness about critical topics like climate change and ocean preservation, she does more than just speak the talk. She lives the walk. To what extent does Isabel's tale move you? Since Jeff has long been an advocate for eco-friendly lifestyle choices, this dedication to the environment is likely innate. The fact that Isabel is a Bridges shows that the family name represents more than simply success in Hollywood. And then there's Jessie, who causes her own unique stir in the arts. She is a talented artist in her own right, and her reputation is rising in the field of visual storytelling. Her paintings convey feelings that aren't always easy to put into words. They're honest, moving, and perhaps extremely intimate to her. Continuing her father's creative heritage is more than just a job for Jessie. It's a deeply held passion. Her own daring style combines elements of the artistic sensibilities of the Bridges family, which is what makes her work so intriguing. As an artist, Jessie is continuing her father's legacy and demonstrating that originality is deeply ingrained in their family. Haley, the youngest, did what may be considered the most unexpected thing. She opted for a humanitarian mission, focusing on mental health advocacy rather than pursuing a career in the arts or activism. Thanks to her family's willingness to share their stories of mental health problems and victories, Haley is determined to do the same for others. Reminding people that mental health is just as essential as physical health, her voice became a symbol of hope for everyone who had to endure similar struggles. But why is Haley so forthright about her own mission? A profound sense of empathy has developed inside her as a result of seeing her father triumph against adversity. Each of Jeff's daughters is leaving an impression that goes well beyond the prestige of their family name. By incorporating environmental problems, art, and mental health into the Bridges legacy, they are molding it into something really remarkable. In addition to passing the torch, the young ladies are blazing a new trail for fans to follow, one that pays tribute to Jeff's impact while also making its own mark on the globe. Is it the only part of their story, though? Striking out on their own, yet sharing a same goal: to follow in their father's footsteps and make a positive impact. After all the high and low times, it was time to finally peel back the curtain on this new chapter in the family saga of the Bridges renewal, resilience, and a closeness only wrought by facing up to one's trials. The Bridges family has grown closer, more resilient, and more determined than you ever imagined. What then has this famous Hollywood family been doing that has inspired such optimism and joy among their followers? What makes the Bridges family's legacy both touching and motivating is about to be revealed. Now that he has overcome his recent health struggles, Jeff Bridges is able to enjoy the important things in life. He isn't just standing tall again. He is more involved and present than ever before in his family's life. True Jeff, he has channeled all his energy into spending precious time with his loved ones. The recovery process must have given him a new perspective. Every get-together with loved ones now seems more important, and every joke feels deeper. They seem to have a newfound gratitude for the little things, for times that may have been easily missed before Jeff's health odyssey. For those who have been watching from outside the wrestling ring, doesn't it serve as a reminder of the meaning of life? Still, Jeff isn't the only one. Susan, his wife, has been their support during all of this upheaval. She has been an unwavering rock at his side, demonstrating to everyone what a true partner looks like. As a result, their bond has grown stronger with each passing year, becoming an inspiration to their children and grandchildren. As a result, they are able to spend more quality time with their daughters, which serves as a constant reminder of the value of family. Who knew that even in Hollywood a tight-knit family could exist? For the Bridges, it's about keeping those connections strong and remembering why they're in this together. Meanwhile, Jeff's daughters have kept the family spirit alive via their ongoing fan-pleasing endeavors. In a touching public display of solidarity in honor of their father's strength, Isabel, Jesse, and Haley recently clasped hands. Tributes to the man who had a profound impact on their lives were paid by 3 daughters, proving once and for all that the Bridges name is deeply ingrained in the family. Everyone in the audience was moved to tears by the stories of how Jeff's journey touched their own lives. It's obvious that the Bridges are making progress, but they're doing it purposefully. They're staying together and supporting one another. As a testament to the power of love and devotion, even the most dysfunctional Hollywood families can emerge stronger than before, and this new chapter is brimming with appreciation and recommitment. Many have been moved by their narrative of how this family overcame hardship to create an unforgettable legacy that will last well beyond their celebrity. They serve as a constant reminder of something much more fundamental: family. Where does this legendary family's future lie? Their impact on our hearts will be felt for a long time, but one thing is certain: they have taught us to cherish every minute spent with those we care about. An inspiring example of the power of family ties is the Bridges family story. If you were touched by their tale, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to get updates on similar inspirational stories. What do you think of the Bridges family's remarkable resilience? Leave a comment and we'll hear from you. Let us continue to rejoice in tales that unite us.